Hi, my name is Ren. I'm back on the YouTubes, I guess. It's been a long time, I know, but it's been a hard couple of years. It's been very busy and it's been very lack of motivation-y as well. In honor of the new year, I thought I would maybe answer some questions I found on the internet about this past year and well, trying out this kinetic sand for the first time. And make a sandcastle. So here it goes. So question number one, song of the year. I would say that the song of the year for me would be, um, oh, this feels so nice. Anyway, it would be "Waving Through a Window" from the musical Dear Evan Hansen. I don't know if you heard about it. You probably have. If you know me, you probably heard about Dear Evan Hansen. But it comes with little molds. Cause that album was a very that's one of the albums I listened to the most this year. Um, so yes, "Waving Through a Window" by from Dear Evan Hansen. Oh, number two, album of the year. The Dear Evan Hansen original Broadway soundtrack. Um, ooh, okay. Number three, favorite musical artist slash group you started listening to this year. Does Harry Styles count? I like One Direction, and he came up with his debut album earlier this year, and I love it, and I love him. Oh, movie of the year. That's so many movies. The most recent movie I watched was Star Wars: The Last Jedi, and I loved every second of it. Lady Bird was also very good. I'm dying to watch The Shape of Water. Another movie that I really loved this year was Coco. A coworker of mine was telling me about how when her friend watched Coco, she cried 3 times. And then as I was watching Coco, I was thinking, how did this person only cry 3 times? I cried throughout pretty much the whole movie. Ooh, how could I forget? The Carmilla movie came out a couple months ago. And y'all know how much I love Carmilla and how much it means to me. And the movie came out, and I loved it, and I love them, and I'm just so proud of all of them. And yeah, I love the Carmilla movie as well. TV show of the year. I think I watched Brooklyn Nine-Nine every single episode at least 3 times this year. It's just such a good show. It's very diverse, and the jokes are funny, and most of the time they're not problematic. Another show I watched this year that I really loved. Oh no, don't think. Oh no. Oh, I made one of these already. What the heck? Another show that I liked and watched again probably 3 times this year was Please Like Me. The show from Australia, and it's on Hulu, and it is one of the best shows I've ever seen. Josh Thomas is a genius. Favorite TV or webisode that defined the year for you? Can I just say that the last couple episodes of Brooklyn Nine-Nine are that's what I want. That's what I want from my television. Because it was funny, it was, inclusive, and it included a storyline that we so desperately need to see. Spoiler, but Rosa Diaz comes out as bisexual, and it's one of the more realistic coming out stories I've ever seen, and it's so important that she says the word, that she actually says that she is bisexual. It was very important to me that we heard her say that she was bisexual, because that's a label that's so important and so misunderstood for a lot of people. Yeah. No, the towers fell. Favorite actor of the year? I would maybe say Gal Gadot. Who plays Wonder Woman. Oh, I know. And I would also say Kelly Marie Tran, who plays Rose Tico in the new Star Wars movie. It's so beautiful to me that a child of Vietnamese immigrants, played a character who is, fighting against imperialism in the galaxy, and she's just such a ray of sunshine, and she's so cute, and yeah, I'm so excited to see where her career takes her. And oh no, this thing is terrible. The towers always fall down. I'm trying to make this thing right here, and the towers keep falling down, and I hate it. Best month for you this year? Hands down, the best month of the year for me was June. I got to watch Hamilton. That should be the end of that sentence. And then I got to meet someone new who became very important to me this year. Oh no! I smushed it. It is all smooch, and I don't like it. She's a dear friend, and it's been a long time since she's been in San Francisco, so we got to, you know, show her around and be touristy and just like go on all the cool adventures. And yes, June was dope. I highly recommend June of 2017. Something that made you cry this year. I think the better question is, what didn't make me cry this year? One thing that did make me cry this year was that one of my cousins passed away, and it was just unexpected, and it was just a really hard loss for my family. And yeah, I don't really have much else to say about that. Oh, something you want to do again next year. I would like to travel again, because this year was the first time I ever traveled anywhere by myself without my parents or anything like that. Because I was visiting, the friend who came over in June. I visited her in August, and that was the first time I ever traveled alone. And it was a great experience, and I would totally like to do that again. I don't know where I'd go though, but yeah, let's do that. Ooh, number 12, talk about a new friend you made this year. My new friend, I was introduced to her by our mutual friend, who I've known since high school and who she has known since high school as well. We just clicked right away. She really changed my life for the better, and especially because I was coming off of a best friend breakup. I was just really sad from that for a long time. Then she came along, and I'm very glad and thankful that she's in my life now. Ooh, I should put that tower there, but oh no, that fell. How was your birthday this year? My birthday this year was pretty good. I had lunch with my family probably, and then I went to dinner. No, my friends threw me a birthday party at their house, and they gave me yoo-hoos and In-N-Out, and they got me a crown and a cape. It was fun. It was very sweet of them. Yes. Oh no. The favorite book you read this year. Oh, that is a hard one. Right now, I'm reading this book about women serial killers. That's pretty interesting so far. I think my favorite book I read this year is Everyone's an Alien When You're an Alien Too by Jamni Sun. If you don't follow him on Twitter, you should do this because he's very funny and uplifting. Ta-da! Can I put this on top? Yes! Yes, queen! A memorable meal this year when I went to Comic-Con in San Francisco, and I went to lunch with my friend, and we were all in cosplay, and there was a person in a giant inflatable Pikachu costume that sat next to us. What are you excited about in the next year? Oh, one thing that I'm totally super duper excited about for the next year, one thing that I'm looking forward to, is my niece being born. I'm super excited to meet her and to see what kind of person she is and see who she takes after and who she likes the best, and I'm just a little baby. But yeah, I'm excited to meet her. I'm excited to, see her grow. And that's like, ooh, it's so exciting. Anyway, yes, I'm like super excited. Super excited. Super excited. What's something you learned this year? Something I learned this year. Something I learned this year, like really hard, was that this may sound really negative, but I swear it's not. People don't owe you anything. You think you know a person, and one day they'll just not want to be a part of your life anymore, and you just have to deal with that. Because that's what they want, and you can try, to mend things over, you can try to fix things, you can try your best to, make it work, but ultimately, if they want to leave, they're going to leave. And you have to respect their decision, and you have to, learn to move on. Because, to be honest, you live before them and you can live after them. That's my opinion on that. What's something new about the place of your residence now versus the start of the year? Well, I completely rearranged my room, and it's much more me now. And I'll give you a tour one of these days of my whole 10 by 10 room. Favorite place you visited this year? Well, outside of the Bay Area, the only place I visited was Houston. I think we were downtown and we were just having lunch at this park, and it was quiet but still in the city. I like that place. I like that a lot. Oh, we also walked by like the bayou or the river or whatever. It was just beautiful. Like the grass and just the river and like the little fishies swimming in it. If you could send a message to yourself back on the first day of last year, what would it be? Changes are coming. I think that's what I would say to myself. Like, yeah, this year's gonna change your life. I lost some people. My family grew. I almost fell in love. And if you told me at the beginning of the year that any of that was gonna happen, I would not have believed you. But yeah, this year was intense, to say the very least. So yeah, that was my video. I made little sandcastles, if you want to see. Ooh, ah, such architectural talent. So yeah, thank you for watching. Thank you for listening to my ramblings and wanting to know about my life and watching me play with sand and get my fingers dirty. But yeah, be kind and have fun. Do good. Noodle. This is my dog, Noodle. She's sleeping.